We got us a Chicago off the bat versus Airless going in for the big damn massive. Wait, flagellation? You're using literally everything that got nerfed about your class. You got flagellation, you got secret technique, you got the dark dance, shadow dance, probably got the double weapon master thing, double procs too. Mad opener off the bat. That's a nerf version. Hold on a second. I am seriously considering that they probably don't have any of those rogue nerfs, quote unquote, in at all. I don't think they're actually in. I don't think they were implemented. Airless does go for the disarm as LG trying to go for a bit of damage of his own. Got himself dance available as well as a shadowy duel. Is going to get hit with a blind. Does he go for a trinket here? Airless though was able to counter his shadow strike. Trinket into a gouge. Probably wants to go for a stun himself. Trinket for Airless off the kidney shot. Trying to go for damage reversal onto LFG. LFG with a bit of the evasion. Airless trying to see if he can swing around him with a shadow step. That is going to be a rogue vanish with a cloak of shadows for Airless. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Does end up going for a re-stealth either way. LFG try to see if he can find him, and this man is a little bit behind on health, but still can maybe get himself a proper opener. Airless does not have a trinket. He does have cheat death. I think he's trying to see if he can leverage a cheat death, that or leverage the fact that LFG opens up with a shadow strike rather than a proper stun. Going to be kidney shot, cheap shot to follow. Does LFG have a secret technique? He doesn't, so Airless is able to get himself a proper go. Does Airless have himself secret technique right now? The disarm to Airless. LFG at no health whatsoever. Airless also at no health either. Does have a vanish at the very least. He's going to go for a vanish, but doesn't find LG. Oh, wait a second. He does get caught out. I think I'm going to bleed on him for a reason. Oh, wait a second. He just died to a dot. Rocher, maybe. Oh my goodness. Airless with Conan charging in. Kid the shot immediately as he goes in. Opener into a full disarm to Airless. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Airless with a smoke bomb. Still has a cheat death. Probably is going to go for a shadow step for all we know. No, he actually instead just going to gouge Conan in that smoke bomb and try to see if he can sprint away. My goodness, this man is playing so ballsy right now. That flagellation, too bad. 1.5 minute cooldown, will not be able to get much value out of it. Airless does get back in there. This man sits himself for like 3 seconds, was like, good enough. Secret technique, cheap shot. Does he have a disarm? Maybe. Conan may have to go big defensive. Gonna be a shockwave does pierce past that evasion though. That is so good. Disarm onto Conan. Does go for the fear onto Airless. Trying to go for the big bleeds as Airless goes in for a gouge. Is in a bad spot right now. This is where Conan looking for a full recovery. I think it may be lights out for Airless. Does have a blind coming back up very, very soon. That's gonna be cheat death most likely. Kidney shot before cheat death procs. He has a bleed on him. Looks like he's making some recovery. Could go for a blind here. Cheap shot into Conan. Does he go for the reset? Oh, no way! Are you kidding me? No way! My God, Blood Dagger trying to see if he can get a proper opener. Going to be a blind. Does not enforce a trinket out of him. Not yet. My goodness, Blood Dagger looking to pick up the eyes immediately. Does Airless, is he aware? He knows, he sees it. Does he get the sap? Does not get a proper sap. Does he get anything? Cheat death still available. Does have a trinket for this one. Is going to be a cheap shot right after. Does summon to Blood Dagger. Blind into Airless. Does break cloak it though. Hold on a second. I thought cloak would let him immune that. Maybe he doesn't have the PvP talent for it. Gouge into Blood Dagger. Kidney shot. He has a trinket. Is going to go trinket. Cheap shot. Cheat death out of Airless. Does have flagellation. I think it's over for Airless. Unless he can somehow maybe turn this around. No. There's no way for him to turn it around. That was a good move. That was a good attempt. But there's just no way. My God, dude. I am convinced at this point. Oh. Yo. Sensei. That's actually insane looking Mog. Look at this thing. That looks sick. Wait a second. That looks awesome. That's a monk setup. That actually looks really, really good. That's creative. Wow. It's like a very much a samurai-esque set look. That looks great. Blood Dagger opening up with a secret technique. Sensei just has to take the damage to the face, or rather to his back, and wait out until Blood Dagger is out in the open. In cap off of that Fist of Fury. Does have Alexi, no chicken available for Blood Dagger. Opportunity for Sensei to maybe make it happen. It's going to be advantage out of the rogue as Sensei trying to see if he can get in front of him. It's going to go for a bit of that AoE. I think it was Blood Dagger dropping in the toy, or maybe it was Sensei dropping in the toy. I'm not really sure. Rogues, can a monk even stand up to a rogue? Wait a second. Sensei might have made a mistake. He used human racial. There was no kidney shot. I think that might have been a bit of a misplay. Does himself a shield as he gets low. The Spore Cloak does end up saving him. Is it going to be a karma? But it's a blind for Blood Dagger before he gets to run in. Sensei trying to see if he can close that gap. Potentially could be a Blood Dagger getting a sap. There goes the sap. Does go for that diffuse magic in case Blood Dagger goes in the offensive. But I think it's going to be down for the rogue. You just have himself a proper go. Try to go for a shadow strike. Getting a shot. Does he get to reach Sensei? He does. Plenty easily able to reach him. Got himself plenty of range to try to see if he can put pressure on the guy. Diabolicals is going to be up next. Is Nagatari just trying to get himself a better angle? I think they are. Just trying to like, just maybe trying to get an angle on the fights. Diabolicals, the warlock, the destruction master of the fire and chaos. Gonna try to see if he can fight through blood. Did blood come out of stealth to try to bow to him maybe? Or is it just like a succubus found him? Might have been one of the other. Soulfire in the opener as Diabolicals is going to go for a stun around the pillar. Dagger going to take a bit of damage though. Might just have to get aggressive. Is going to cheap shot Diabolicals into an interrupt. Does get juked out as an Infernal is out. Soulfire, man, this damage ever. What was that Soulfire? Oh, okay. Blood Dagger does have a down on him. Not going to be able to catch some proper reset. Diabolicals needs to get in there. Send the pets in as soon as possible. Trying to see if he can port the rogue. Collect the shadows for blood. But the succubus sees you. Wait, succubus is literally following you. You don't have eyes, but the succubus knows exactly where you are. What is this? Hold on. Is Blood Dagger needs to find a way to shake this thing off? Gonna be a succubus. You see as Diabolicals trying to go for a bit of a Soulfire versus blood. Doesn't get a big hit. Not the biggest hit possible. It is gonna be Secret Technique to follow. But for Blood Dagger, I don't really know if he really needs to use Secret Technique unless he simply doesn't have any Shadow Dance charges. Mortal Coil right after. Diabolical's doing quite a bit of damage to Blood Dagger. It is going to be vanished out of the rogue. Still has a doubt on him as well. Is it slow? Is it going to be able to get him out in the open? Looks like it does. And the portal is just going to reapply all of that shadow damage onto the rogue through the pillar. Blinded Diabolicals. Does Succubus get to get him out? It is going to catch him. I think he tried to see if he can walk next to it. Maybe see if he can go for an interrupt into a Bonds of Fell. Doesn't want to break it. It's actually going to be stunned into Diabolicals. Does not need to go anywhere. Big Secret Technique. Dagger not healing anymore though. That's Succubus. Oh, just a conflagration was able to take him down. And Nagatara is going to be up next. Trying to go for an honor duel. Wait a second. Oh man. Oh wait, big burst out of him. Combustion. Decided, you know what? Well, since Diabolicals opened up, I might as well have a go. It is ultra time available for Nagatara. Should be able to put himself back into a good spot. It is a bit of reflect for Diabolicals for a second. Mortal Coil onto Nagatara. Trying to see if we can port him out. It's going to be a blink around the Warlock, sending out more Phoenixes, but Nagatara may decide to go for an Ice Block here. It is 43% dampener. Trying to go for a bit of invis. Has a bit of dot burning on him. Then it's going to be double portal. I think it's an Ice Block situation unless you want to give up your caught. Yep, Ice Block early before the caught comes out. Still lots of damage done to you either way. I think might have been a battle match trigger falling off there as well. As Diabolicals trying to see if he can get himself that Succubus CC Bonds of Fell. Nothing he can really do. Maybe the maybe the mage could still do something. You can't really blink the situation. I think it might be one of those things where, yeah, I think he's just like, you know what? It just, oh. I think he didn't realize, okay, maybe it was a misplay at the very beginning, but he just took it. Dude, errorless, I don't understand. Okay. Should we just make a new rule, like all rogues have to play Assassination or something? Because like, I don't think Subtlety is like, I don't think it's, what you did is a crime, a war crime is what I saw in that arena. We may just have to have all of you go Assassination just so you don't have this kind of like power, man. You guys are gonna get drunk off of that power.